everyone, this is Colleen Lemma, Starseed Astrologer and Spiritual Messenger from SacredSoulEmpowerment.com. Here to do your weekly angel card reading for Monday, June 24th through Sunday, June 30th, 2019. For this week's weekly reading, we'll be using the Angel Tarot deck by Radley Valentine for the main message for everyone. And your special message card this week, depending on your stone of choice, will be coming from the Angel Tarot deck by Jane Wallace. So just a reminder that this week's weekly reading takes us until the end of June. If you haven't already seen the monthly angel card reading for the month of June and you want to review the recap of what's been happening for the whole month in general, please go on to my YouTube channel under Colleen Lemma and watch that June monthly angel card reading. So let's go ahead and take a look at your stones of choice for this week. The first stone of choice is called lava stone. And of course it is a stone that comes from lava. And this helps with strength and courage. It's a stone of strength and courage. It relates to the elements of fire and earth. It is related to the crown chakra, so the opening up of the crown chakra, interestingly enough, but also the root chakra. You know, there's that fire and there's that earth kind of connection there. So the root chakra is an energy of grounding ourselves or focusing ourselves. This stone also allows one the opportunity for stability throughout changes in life. It's helpful when going through a lot of shifts in one's life. This stone is helping to diminish negative aspects of one's character and allows us to see where modification can be helpful. And it also has that power of the fire within, which is why it's associated with the lava. Okay, so the second stone of choice is thulite. These are all new stones to me. So the thulite, isn't that a beautiful stone? It's kind of a nice mauve pink colored. The thulite, of course, it's going to connect to the heart chakra because it has that heart chakra color energy. So it's helpful with emotional healing, of course. It's going to be helpful with relationship healing. It's a stone that helps us to connect with tenderness, kindness, and love, but at the same time assists us with swift action and manifestation. This is a stone that helps in the improvement of our mental and physical abilities. And we talked about it connecting to the heart chakra, but this is a stone that also helps to connect us with the third eye. It actually, what it does is connects the third eye and the heart chakra together so that they work and function together. And the third eye, of course, is where our clairvoyance and other psychic abilities are, our clear sight. So this helps us to see with our spiritual eyes, so to speak. It helps us to see those psychic impressions, but in a space of unconditional love through the heart chakra. So again, it kind of merges those two chakras together. The thulite helps to bring in joy and happiness to the emotional body, and it's actually quite healing to the emotional body, healing lower vibrational issues related to self-worth or self-esteem. And it also helps to assist one in communications. So if you're someone who's a speaker, a teacher, a writer, any form of communication, this stone helps with that as well. Okay, and your last stone of choice. Let me see if I can pronounce this. It's called Astrophyllite. Astrophyllite. For those of you that want to know how to spell it, it's A-S-T-R-O, Astro, and then Phyllite, P-H-Y-L-L-I-T-E, and it's all one word, so it's Astrophyllite altogether. Now this connects with all of the chakras, so it's a connection to all of the chakras, and related to the element of air, which is of course the mental realm, ideas, communications. This helps to highlight one's unlimited potential, helps to heighten perceptions and sensitizes us to unspoken needs. It actually promotes out-of-body experiences. It provides psychic protection. It eliminates outdated patterns and programs, reminding us that as doors close, others will be open. It helps to promote intimacy and increases our kind of connection with touch. This is something that's helpful in activating, again, the soul and earth star chakras. And so without getting into that too much, if you want to go ahead and look that up, connect soul and earth star chakras. And then this helps to fill one with universal light and enhances telepathic gifts. So again, your stones of choice are the lava, the thulite, Thulite, and the astrophyllite. Okay, so let's set that aside here, and let's talk about the energies astrologically for the week. Now, last week we had a full moon in Sagittarius at the beginning of the week, and towards the end of the week, towards the weekend of last week, we had Neptune, the planet that rules the spiritual realm. It does rule illusion and confusion and delusion, but it also rules all of that magical universal energy. Now, on Monday the 24th for this week, we start out with Venus in the sign of Gemini, and it's challenging Neptune. So again, I wanted to mention last week where Neptune went retrograde on Friday, it's still at its stationary point. It's still kind of at a standstill. It hasn't moved forward very much yet. It's at 17 degrees of Pisces. And with Venus at 17 degrees of Gemini, that makes those two planets in a challenging aspect to one another. It's called a square aspect. Now, Venus is about love and relationships and money and finances. It is in Gemini. Gemini is a mutable air sign. Air sign meaning that it's all about thought, ideas, communications, and mutable meaning vacillating, changeable. Neptune in Pisces. Pisces is a sign that's also mutable. It's mutable water. So we have two planets that are changeable and vacillating, that are challenging one another. So what do we think that means? Venus challenging Neptune or square Neptune. We have to be careful not to wear rose-colored glasses, both with money and finances, as well as relationships and partnerships. Now, it can be a magical energy as well, but again, in that magical energy here, we have to be careful not to wear rose-colored glasses. And it's okay if sometimes we do. Sometimes we want to romanticize or fantasize, with relationships and abundance and prosperity and all of those things. And that's good, because that's part of the manifestation process. However, we don't want to get caught up in illusion or confusion, meaning we don't want to vacillate back and forth. We want to stay on task. We want to stay focused on what it is we truly desire, and then trust and have faith that the universe is going to bring that to us. Now, through this connection, again, with these mutable signs of Gemini and Pisces, there might be some changes. There might be some vacillations. This might mean that maybe you meet somebody new, and you're confused and uncertain as far as the signals you're getting. Or maybe it's, a fresh, kind of a newer relationship and the same kind of idea. Maybe you're seeing the best of that person, but then something happens and they fall off the pedestal. Well, everybody's human, everybody makes mistakes. And so don't allow some of that, rose-colored glasses kind of energy, don't allow it to dissuade you, because, of course, listen to your intuition, but also don't allow one little thing to kind of dissuade you off course, whether it be, again, with finances and money, if that's where Venus is operating in your life, or whether it be in relationships or partnerships, and maybe it's in both areas of your life. This can actually bring in a lot of opportunities, again, because of the mutable nature of Gemini and Pisces. So use your visualization, use your imagination, use that fantasy realm, and just kind of look at things in the best possible light, and then, see what happens with that. On Wednesday the 26th, Mercury is moving out of the sign of Cancer. Now, Mercury is the planet that rules our ideas, our thoughts, our communications, so it rules the mental realm. It's very idea-oriented, logic-oriented. And while it was in Cancer, it might not have been the best placement. A lot of our communications were geared towards home and family matters, or they were maybe emotional in nature, because Cancer is an emotional, sensitive sign. It could have allowed us to be a little bit more intuitive, again, with Mercury ruling the mind, and Cancer being one of the water signs is very kind of intuitive with its energies. So we might have been a little bit more intuitive, especially with regards to those people in our life that we care about and are emotionally connected to. But now on Wednesday the 26th, it's moving out of Cancer, it's moving into Leo. Now, Mercury is a fairly fast moving planet, and typically in approximately 3 weeks or so, it goes through a sign of the zodiac and on to the next sign. But it's going to be in Leo from the 26th of June, and it's going to be in Leo until almost mid-August. And why so long is because it is going to go into a retrograde cycle on July 7th. Okay, so in about a week's time or so, Mercury's slowing down and it's getting ready to go retrograde at 4 degrees of Leo. It will retrograde back into Cancer for some weeks, quite a few days, before it turns back to direct motion, and again, does not leave that sign of Leo until almost mid-August. So Mercury in Leo, very inspirational, very leadership oriented, very creative. Leo's a very creative sign, and it takes charge. So this is a time where we can really kind of get something done as far as our thoughts and ideas go. We can kind of put something into motion, especially if it's something creative here, where we can shine our light. Leo is the sign where we shine our light. Now on Thursday the 27th, the sun in Cancer is going to make a sextile aspect to Uranus. And I'm mentioning that because a sextile aspect is an aspect of opportunity. So the thing about the sextile, an aspect of opportunity, is you can't let that opportunity pass you by. You have to actually take some sort of action when you see something that's a potential. You have to take action on it to make something happen. Now, this can be regarding home and family matters. This can be about land or property. This can be about emotional connections to other people. This can be about money and finances, because Uranus is in that sign of Taurus, which rules money and finances and personal resources. And also on that day leading up to this, or on the same day that this occurs, the moon is going to be challenging Mars, challenging Mercury, and then connecting to Uranus. And so there's something maybe a little frustrating going on. Maybe we're feeling a little bit challenged, mentally speaking, but there can be something that positive that comes out of it, again, if you look for the opportunity. Now on Sunday, the 30th, this is the last day of this month of June. Next week, we're moving into July. But on Sunday the 30th, it's the last full day that Mars is going to be in Cancer, because on July 1st, Mars, the warrior, the planet of energy and action, is going to be moving into Leo. So we'll talk about that more next week in next week's weekly reading. But just know that as Mars is in the last degree of Cancer on the 30th, it's really kind of intensifying and highlighting those energies. Again, home and family, some sort of energy, that's put towards some home and family matters, or something where we're emotionally connected to it, an emotional connection to a person, emotional connection to a situation or circumstance. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the message from our angels and guides for the week. So we turn over the first card. Wow, great. We start out with Major Arcana 1, the Magician, with Archangel Raziel. And Archangel Raziel is the archangel that rules divine magic, alchemy, higher awareness and understanding, kind of bringing that all down through the crown chakra, if you will, and making magic happen. That's what the magician does. The magician owns his power, uses his magical abilities, which is associated with the mind, and makes things happen. Now, the message at the bottom says you are ready. You have the resources or the ability to manifest them. Okay? So, you have the resources or ability to manifest them. I guess them means to manifest your ideas, to manifest your thoughts, to manifest your dreams. And then it says life is magical. So this is a great way to start out the week with the Magician and Archangel Raziel. There's magic in the air. Now that Venus challenging Neptune, remember I said that here Neptune and Pisces can be about the magic of the universe. Not only confusion and illusion, but it can be about the magical blessings of the universe. And the Magician card here is telling us that there's quite an opportunity with some of that magic to occur this week. So focus on the good, focus on the positive. Let's take a look at the second card. And the second card of this is the Six of Air. And this is like the Six of Swords in the traditional tarot. And this says things are looking up, the end of a difficult situation, and it does say taking a trip. But I want to focus more on, again, that there's things that are looking up. Now, this deals with the mental realm. The sword suit deals with the mental realm. So our thoughts are brighter and lighter. We're having more faith and trust. We're feeling better on, a mental level, not just emotionally, but mentally. We're feeling much more optimistic is a good way to say it here. And the number 6 numerologically is a number that's a number of balance. I often say that this number 6 is like the 6-pointed Star of David, which is an upward pointing triangle intersected with a downward pointing triangle. It creates a Merkaba energy, which is very magical in and of itself. But it's about balancing the divine feminine, the divine masculine, balancing aspects of our life, balancing projects, etc., etc. We do have movement forward here. We have a unicorn or a Pegasus within this boat here, and there's movement forward. But remember, this is on the mental realm, so our ideas are moving forward. Our thoughts are moving forward in a positive direction here. And again, just like it says, things are looking up, things are getting better. And so this, coupled with the Magician card so far, is a very positive message. Let's hope that the last card is also a continuation of this positive energy. Okay, and it is. This is the Ace of Earth. The Ace of Earth, the Ace of Pentacles in the traditional tarot. And at the bottom it says the inflow of abundance, a promising business venture, important documents or contracts. Now, aces are always about new beginnings. In the suit of Earth or in the suit of Pentacles, it's about a new beginning on the 3rd dimensional level, meaning a new beginning with a career, with a job, with housing, a new beginning with finances, money. It's all the material things in our lives, all the manifested physical and material things. This can be about working on a new project, a new idea, something tangible that we're working on, that we're trying to manifest. And this is a very good indication that this new beginning is going to bring, at some point in time, it's going to bring in abundance and prosperity. Now, maybe there is some sort of abundance, prosperity, or blessing that's happening this week, because these cards are very spectacular. The Magician, the 6 of Air, the Ace of Earth, all indicating positive energies and something that's in the works that's either manifesting this week or going to be manifesting for us as we continue to move forward with our positive ideas. Okay, so this is wonderful. Let's go ahead and take a look at the special message card depending on your stone of choice. So this is, again, the Angel Tarot deck. So it's a full tarot deck, not just a divination deck. We're going to give this a little bit of a shuffle. This one's calling my attention for the lava people. This is the 6 of Pentacles. Okay, so instead of the 6 of Swords here, or the Ace of Earth or Pentacles, we have the 6 of Pentacles. So we're in the suit of manifestation. We're in the suit of blessings. Again, we have a card that indicates balance here. And at the bottom it says generosity. Now, this could either mean that we are going to be generous with someone else with our time or our resources, which could include money matters, or that someone is going to be generous with us, okay, in the same area. Now, when I think of the number 6, numerologically, I think of home and family too. So this definite generosity could be coming from the family or going towards the family or a child in some way, or someone that we're very emotionally connected to that we care about. And if it's not that, again, there's still something here with money, finances, and the manifestation of blessings that's positive. The 6 of Pentacles is a very positive and balanced card, as you can see. I get the idea, again, that we're needing to balance something. Maybe we're needing to balance 2 projects. Maybe we need to balance our resources, money-wise or otherwise. Maybe we're needing to balance our time. Whatever it is, move forward in a balanced way to create the blessings here that is your special message this week. Okay, for those of you that chose the Thulite people, give this a little shuffle. The one on the bottom was calling my attention, so I'm just kind of pull that out with my finger there. The 3 of Cups, also a very positive card. The 3 of Cups says celebration, and literally the 3 of Cups is about that. It's about celebration, joy, happiness, A lot of times in the traditional tarot, it shows a group of women, meaning 3 women coming together, clinking their glasses in celebration of some sort. So this can be about being emotionally connected to others, especially the feminine, divine feminine energy. And again, there's something growing. The number 3 numerologically is about growth and expansion and creative self-expression. And it's something, again, that we're feeling, on an emotional level, feeling very good about. There's something here that's happening where we're feeling the joy and we're feeling the happiness, we're feeling the good feelings, whether it be relationship matters, or it could even be in work or career or money, finances, or, anything else. This is, though, a card that speaks of emotional positivity. So there's definitely a feeling and a reason to be celebrating this week. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the message for those that chose the Astrophyllite. The Astrophyllite people. Okay, this one keeps popping up. Astrophyllite people. 5 of Wands, and it does say tests on the bottom. And, the 5 of Wands, this is the spiritual realm. The Wands card is the spiritual realm. So this isn't necessarily about circumstances or situations of a manifested nature, although it could be. It is about confusion with the spiritual energies. That's what I'm thinking when I see test. I think spiritual test. So it's almost like, I want to say the universe is testing you, but I really don't like that thought process, that phrase. Really, our soul tests ourselves, to see what we've learned, to see how we're growing, to see how we're evolving, to see if we've gotten previous situations. I feel like there's something repeating itself for you. There's something that you've been through before, and you're kind of, again, quote unquote, being tested again to see if you've gotten the idea. Now, there could be some confusion or lack of clarity during this time, which the number 5 is often associated with. The number 5, though, is often associated with many things happening at once. It's associated with having to juggle more than one situation. It's associated with a lot of potentials and a lot of possibilities, a lot of opportunities. And again, the Wands is the spiritual realm. So I feel like there's a lot of different directions or directions you could go in, or possibilities that you could choose, potentials, again, that you could, redirect your energy into. I feel like I want to choose like a clarification card for you, for the 5 of Wands people. So let's just give this a little bit of a shuffle, and we're going to ask for some sort of clarification or further information for those that have the 5 of Wands, what they need to, how they can turn that into a positive, let's say. How can we turn that into a positive? And this one's calling my attention. And this is the 10 of Swords. Okay, and it does say endings. And oftentimes the 10 of Swords, is looked at as a challenging card. But when I pulled it and I saw the word endings, I feel like the tests are coming to an end. I feel like this week you're wrapping something up on a spiritual level. Again, the spiritual karmic patterns, the spiritual negative belief systems, maybe even, again, a situation or circumstance perhaps that's been testing you. I feel like whatever that's about, it's coming to an end here. So you can release it and let it go. Don't hang on to this, this idea of test. Don't hang on to the negative of this, because what it's really saying is something positive, that you're nearing the end of those tests, that you're going to be able to release them and let them go. And it is on a mental mind level here. The Swords is how we think about things. So know that something's coming to an end in a positive way, that you're not going to need to carry those tests or that karmic pattern or that karmic situation. You're not going to need to carry it any further. Once you get through it, and quite potentially this week, and if not this week, I feel like by the time Mercury retrograde is over, okay, Mercury retrograde, which means towards the end of July and getting into August, is when those tests may be able to be completely let go. You won't have to carry it any longer or any further. So I hope you've all liked this weekly angel card reading. I want to take a moment to thank all of you for subscribing to my channel, for sharing my videos with other people, for commenting your positive and supportive comments. I try to answer people's comments when I see them on the videos. Thank you very much. For all of you that follow me on Facebook, my Facebook page is under Colleen Lemma, and my other page, Sacred Soul Empowerment, where I share astrological as well as spiritual, educational, and empowering posts. And for those of you that also have visited my website and gotten any services with me or are thinking about getting a service with me, thank you so much. I appreciate your support, not just financially, although through the donations that some of you have sent and the services that some of you have purchased. I want to thank you for that, but also for your support, again, with your kind words, your positive thoughts, and your abundant and positive energy that you send my way. So I send you all much love and light and many, many angel blessings.